My dad wants me to start cooking healthier vegetables on this channel. I just tell him, Dad, I don't even eat vegetables. Anyways, today we're gonna be making churros. Churros are originally found in Spain and Argentina, but now you can find them at like Disneyland. But obviously, not everyone wants to fly all the way there just to have something that like I actually find myself craving a lot. So I found a recipe that you can make at home, and you don't need your mommy's help because it doesn't need to be fried. So it's a super fun recipe to make, and yeah, let's get right into it. To start, in a medium saucepan, you're going to combine 1 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and a third cup of salted butter. If you don't have salted butter, just use normal butter and just add a couple cracks of salt because the salt really brings out all the nice flavors in these churros. Now you're just going to mix that around over medium-high heat and wait until it comes to a boil. This should have your room smelling awesome, and yeah, I mean, it's butter, sugar, and water. What can't you love about it? Immediately bring that off the heat when it comes to a boil and pour in 1 cup of AP flour into your liquid mixture and just start mixing that around until it's nice and evenly combined and it turns into almost like a dough. Make sure to use a heat glove while you're doing this or you're going to get boo-boo. It's going to hurt a lot. And then, add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract into your mixture. Always have a bit more vanilla. And just mix that around until it's all combined with the rest of your dough. Once your vanilla is well combined, you're going to crack 1 egg into your mixture. And this is where it's very important to not mess this up. And you want to make sure your batter is actually pretty cooled down before you do this, or the eggs will scramble. You just have to mix that in there until it's combined with the rest of your pastry. Now you're going to do that one more time with your other egg. This other egg makes it a lot harder because there's just more liquid, but you are going to get a good arm workout in from this. This part I'm going to have to do a bit differently because I could not find a piping bag within a 5-minute walk from my house. So I grabbed a Ziploc bag and filled that with my choux pastry dough. And you can just cut off that corner and it'll serve just fine as a piping bag. Now you're going to prepare a baking sheet by greasing the pan and then putting some parchment paper on there. And now you're just going to start piping your dough onto that baking sheet. And you want to be just nice and slow with it and slowly push, because if you push too hard, everything's just going to squirt out and it's not going to look all neat. No, these do not look like normal churros. I mean, I tried, guys. I could not find a piping bag anywhere near me. I felt like Home Alone, like the Kevin in the store. He's like 8 years old and he's asking the person at the counter for stuff. But anyways, so they're not gonna have those little ridges that normal churros have, but that doesn't really affect the taste. It turned out just fine. Now you're gonna put those churros in the oven, but first, quick word from our sponsors, Edina Pee Wee Double A State Champs. Let's go, boys. Anyways, 350 for about 10 minutes, and then in the broiler until they're nice and golden brown.
Meanwhile,
Now to make our cinnamon sugar mix, you're going to need 2 tablespoons of white granulated sugar and 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. Then, using a fork, you're just going to whisk those together until they're nice and combined. You can set this mixture aside until the churros are all done. Now we're going to make a simple chocolate sauce with about half a cup of heavy cream. You can put that in the microwave till it gets nice and hot. Put some chocolate in a bowl, maybe a bit more. And then you're going to pour over your steaming hot heavy cream until it just about covers that chocolate. And then using a fork, whisk that together. And even though your chocolate was just room temperature before, you'll slowly see it become like a luscious chocolate sauce. Now, once your churros are out of the oven, you're going to bring them over to a little 3-step station you have over here with your cinnamon sugar and a plate to set them on. You're going to toss those churros in that cinnamon sugar, making sure to coat every side because that stuff's pretty darn good. Then you're going to put that just to a plate to the side. My churros don't look the most golden brown because my oven doesn't have like a proper broiler. But I can talk about my oven in a later video if you want, so comment down below if you'd like to see that. And just wait for this. Look at that. So that is it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. Now time to try these. Thank you guys so much for watching this far in the video. Now to review these churros. I mean, they're not as crispy as, say, Disneyland would be because those things are fried like twice, super unhealthy. But there's like 2 tablespoons of sugar and a third cup of butter in this recipe. there's not too much that's unhealthy aside from this chocolate, which you actually don't need. It's still outstanding. But, I mean, let's just dive right in. I'm excited. So, actually hear a crunch. More crunch than I expected, but super light, airy, fluffy. Chocolate brings it to just the next level. And yeah, I really enjoyed making this and I really recommend it. Should have talked my mouth full. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.